Hello Twin Flames, welcome to my channel. Whether you're new or coming back, thank you for being with me. I apologize in advance for my voice or any other inconveniences you may experience because I'm still recovering from a cold. But anyway, I wanted to deliver this reading for today because we are taking a closer look at what is happening with Divine Masculine energy at this time. So yeah, this is gonna be a support read for the masculines. It's also gonna be an insight for cross watchers, divine feminines. But what's important that I was asked to point out before I start my reading is, of course, it has nothing to do with gender, so take it how it resonates most for your dynamic. It's not about an avatar that we're in, i.e. I'm a woman, automatically it means I'm a feminine energy. It may or may not be the case for your twin flame dynamic. Of course, we have same-sex couples. All of the spectrum basically is represented in the twin flames. So, and yes, it's possible that it can be a male avatar, meaning male person in terms of the gender, but they could be a feminine energy, and they could be coupled up with a twin flame who is a female avatar but has masculine energy. I've met those kind of couples. It is real, it's possible, so just be open-minded. If you're still questioning who's who in your dynamic specifically, then yeah, just stay open-minded. And also another side note is that, of course, we both embody, all of us embody both the masculine and the feminine energy. So for some of you, it may even be relevant for your own situation, even if you're a feminine watching, which is fine as well, because it just means that that's the integrated masculine part in you that you're supposed to work through at this time, or that maybe needs you for something, or you can guide that part to something healthier, right? And of course, from time to time we have our prevailing energy, but from time to time we still go into a specific energy. It can be one or another. As a female, is a feminine energy prevalent, I'm still sometimes living my life or go through certain situations through a masculine energy. So yeah, so this will be relevant to pretty much everybody listening. And we are going to take a look at what's going on with the masculines in 3D, in 5D space. What do they see as the source of happiness and inspiration in the connection? What do they see as a challenge for themselves? What is bothering them with this connection? And we'll get a card of advice for basically, yes, from the oracle. So I will not start with her, and then there will be messages from DMs to DMs. That's for the cross watchers. Yeah, let's start with tarot. Actually, I have the Sophia Charles deck with me today. It's an interesting time we're in with a lot of retrogrades happening. I keep reiterating that, but as I'm recording this, and by the way, it's a timeless reading, so whenever you come across it, especially if the title gets you intrigued, that's probably there's something here for you at that time. But as I'm recording this, there are a few retrogrades happening right now, and they will continue through September. There will be even more added. So there's a lot of inner work, a lot of reflection, a lot of healing and self-correction course that is happening for both of the twins. Just keep that in mind. So there may be a little bit less of a conversation, communication at this time, which is why I feel it's even more important to carry on with this reading, so you get some insights and you can put your mind at ease with what's going on or what you're supposed to do or what's next, even if you don't have direct communication and feedback from your counterpart. Okay, so let's see first of all what's going on in the 5D space for the masculines. Immediately we get Chariot in reverse. Clarify. The Knight of Swords, which also turned in reverse. Okay, what is going on in the 5D space? The Valor, this is 7 of Wands in this deck, and the clarification is going to be the King of Wands. Okay, so much more decisive energy in the 3D actually. Bottom of the deck is the Victory, the Six of Wands. So yeah, the masculines generally are more, are getting more confidence and more of that vivacity in them, and in 3D space it reflects as an active action, which may or may not serve them well, I would say. But anyways, let's start with 5D. And here we have the Chariot in reverse and Knight of Swords in reverse. So the 5D version of the masculine realizes that right now it's not the time to rush. It's not the time to go for it and conquer your princess or your happy life or whatever it is for you, right? Or whatever preparation you feel like is needed for the union, for your happiness at large. It's almost like there is an energetic block from preventing from going fast or going too fast, right? It's like when you compare walking on the asphalt and walking in the sand, right? And if you walk in the sand, it's heavier, right? Like you don't move as quickly. It takes more effort to take every step, because then your foot lands in the sand and kind of like needs you more effort from you to be able to move forward with the same speed as you would on the asphalt. So yeah, there is some sort of it's not a complete blockage, but it's like that slower energy that's asking of the DM to mind their step and to pay more attention. I like that in this card of the Chariot we actually have this lotus with a bit of a fireworks in the end. So to me, that's the symbol of the healing that the masculine is going through, right? Like this is the Cancer energy, by the way. It's like, be mindful of your heart right now, of your emotions and feelings, and make sure you're moving from a healed place, or your how do I say this? Your stimuli for movement is coming from a healthy place, not from feeling like you're out of time, or if I don't do this now, this person is gonna leave, or I've already wasted so much time, I better hurry up. Whatever that is, right? That's not it, right? So maybe right now there is a kind of that contemplation space where there is a bit of a pause needed to reconsider your next steps, how you want to approach the next milestone, whatever it is for you. Remember, this is a collective reading, so if you want more information for your specific situation, please contact me for personal reading. In a 3D space, we have the Valor with the King of Wands. They are all wands. It's all super fiery. We're still in the Leo season, and yeah, like I was saying, in 3D space, the Strength card, which is the Leo energy, is also the Ego card at the same time, so it can be taken different ways. And I'm getting like the ego is struck somehow, right? Like somebody put it on fire, basically took the match and just set it on fire. So now there's like this rush of like, yes, I want to tell you what I think. Yes, I want to go for what I want. Yes, I want to get there. I want to be the man, the boss, the whatever it is, that mastery space, right? Whatever is the definition of success right now, right? So the good part is this passion for moving forward and trying different ways, being innovative, being courageous with it, even though it doesn't look like it's gonna be easy or quick. The bad part may be that it's not the best timing right now. So for any DMs listening, just be careful with that. There's nothing wrong with this energy, it's a good energy. But it shows strength, it shows passion, it shows that determination to go for what you want. But maybe just take it one step at a time and don't go for too much risk at this time. That's what I'm getting. Like, if you're confident in this plan, whatever it is, if you have a plan, then sure, you can see it clearly how that's gonna play out, do it. If you're not sure, don't do it. If it's about communication, the additional advice is to try and have that communication before the start of the Mercury retrograde on the 23rd, which is gonna be Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. So basically, if you feel like you gotta do it now, do it now. I don't wait, because it's gonna be harder to move through the retrograde, plus that extra heavier energy, slower energy in the 5D space to get to what you want. So you'll always feel like you'll be going against the wind or up the stream, you know, like spending a lot more energy on it that it's supposed to be. Okay, I'm gonna get the Light Seer Tarot and we'll see what is making DMs happy and inspired in this connection. How is this connection making them happy and inspired? Connection with their DF. Ooh, I already see the Hangman and 7 of Wands. Wow, feeling protected, feeling at peace. You know, like this connection is that safe harbor that makes them happy, does not make them agitated, that allows for being yourself, for taking care of yourself. It's like my feminine accepts me the way I am. They want to be there for me and I want to be there for them. It's like this mutual nurturing space. Also the space where a lot of insights are coming in without doing a lot of hard work, I'm hearing, right? Like they just naturally come in this space, in this communication. What do they find as a challenge in this connection for themselves right now? What is challenging? What is scary? For masculines in this connection. Okay, clarified. Immediately got 3 cards. Let's see. The Empress, 9 of Wands, and 5 of Cups. Yeah, so kind of both the good and the bad, you know. This is the major arcana, by the way, so they cannot deny how gorgeous their feminine is and their Empress energy, and that's scary to them because they have to match that, you know. It's like it's that energy of it's too good to be true, or this person is out of my league, that kind of stuff, you know, like getting yourselves up to that standard, you know, that beauty, that gorgeousness, and always feeling like you're still not good enough. On this spectrum, and these are the minor arcana, there's still some regret of you know, things that went sideways in the past, of the hurt that's been caused on both ways. And there is a fear that because now stakes are higher and there's a lot more attraction and attachment in the heart space, recognition of that, and it gets even scarier that more heartache can be done, or that the past hurt cannot be undone. Because that healing, and we saw that in just the last reading that I did for the twins, I'm doing those on a daily basis. And there's healing on both sides, meaning that healing is happening when there is pain, when there is heartache. So there is heartache right now. And I'm getting that sexual on both sides. So the masculines are both fearful of the hurt that they've caused for the feminines, and they're not sure that that's past yet, that that's healed yet, or they have a strong feeling that it's not yet. They're also fearful for themselves, and that the letdowns and disappointments that they've had in the past in the matters of heart, whether it's with this person or somebody else, history is gonna repeat itself. And they're not sure that they'll be able to handle it in this case with this person. Like that, it's gonna be just too devastating. That's the challenge. Okay, I'm gonna use the Sacred Travel deck to get a card of advice, a card or two for masculines. Oh yes, we have Ascending the Mountains, and let's get the bottom card, Navigating by the Stars. Wow, kind of like continuation of each other, right? You go up and you navigate. Keep going forward, follow your bliss. I love this so much, and I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but cheesy good, right? The important part is keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right track. It may not always seem like you're at the top of the mountain, right? Because the elevation varies, it's all relative. But you know, there's a saying in English, I forgot what it is exactly, but the idea is that often when we see new mountains ahead of us, high mountains, we forget how much we've already climbed, how much work we've done to get to where we are, right? So maybe remind yourself and know that you can do this. Otherwise, you wouldn't be put on this path. And important part, follow your bliss. It's not supposed to be that hard. Yes, going through painful and fearful templates is usually pretty hard, right? But there's usually some encouragement and inspiration that comes from a loving space that goes along with that. And not to mention that on the other side, there's so much more bliss. So see it as like freeing up space so you can fill it up with more love, with more happiness for yourself, right? That's the reward. Okay, last but not least, we'll get some messages from DMs to DFs. What would DMs like to tell DFs at this time? What's in their heart and mind? Not very talkative today. Come on, Divine Masculines. Okay, I'll get this two and I'll have the card on the bottom. I ran out the fear that you will see the real me. Fear is holding me back. Yeah, so we're just talking about that fear with the 9 of Wands. And I will message you soon. So soon may be a relative thing here. It's just for those cross watchers hoping that they're gonna get the messages tomorrow, you know, it's relative. But I would say what I'm hearing for this soon means in the next 2 or 3 weeks. That's the timeline. That's soon enough, trust me. Not to mention that while Venus is still in retrograde, you may want to be careful with those kind of communications anyways. But yeah, I think that's all I've got for you today. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It really helps me circulate these messages with more people. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye, everyone.